Hello students, welcome back to our today's video class. In the last video class we have started chapter number 6, metals and non-metals. In this chapter first we have already seen the difference between metals and non-metals on the basis of their physical properties. Okay. Today we are going to see the difference between metals and non-metals on the basis of their chemical properties. Okay. So what are the chemical properties on which we can differentiate between metals and non-metals? The first property on which on the basis on which we can differentiate between metals and non-metals are valence electrons, then formation of ions, nature of oxides, and the atomicity. They are the four properties on the basis of which we can differentiate between metals and non-metals. What do you mean by valence electrons? Because all you know that elements are having atomic number, and this atomic arrangement of atomic numbers in differentials is called electronic configuration, and the number of electron in the outermost shell is called valence electron. On that basis we can differentiate. Next is the formation of ions. Formation of ions means how the ions are generally formed by elements by losing electrons or by gaining electrons. When they lose electron, they form electropositive ions. When they gain electrons, they form electronegative ions. So we'll see on that basis also. Next point is the nature of oxide. When these metals and non-metals reacts with oxygen, they form oxides. What is the nature of the oxide when they react with oxygen? That we will see. The next is the atomicity. Atomicity is the number of atoms in an element, in a molecules. We will see the atomicity. On that basis also we will see how to differentiate between metals and non-metals. So first of all we will move to the valence electrons. Generally metals are having valence electrons either 1, 2 or 3. If it is more than 3, means 4, 5, 6 and 7, then they will be having negative valency. That means if they are having 4, 5, 6 and 7 electron in their outermost shell, that valence electron, they form a negative ions. Okay. That means they always have a tendency to gain electrons and form negative ions. They form negative ions. Okay. And by losing, they have a tendency to always lose electron, and they form the positive ions. Okay. So on the basis of valence electron we can differentiate with the two things, the formation of ions and the valence electron both. So after that, the nature of oxides again. Nature of oxide, mainly metals react with oxygen to form oxide which are basic in nature. The oxides are metal oxides are basic in nature. Okay. Metal oxides are basic in nature. Whereas non-metals, oxides of non-metals, non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Okay. For example, hydroxide, it is basic in nature, and the acidic, it is hydronium ion, that is hydrogen plus. They are always form a hydronium ion. This is called hydronium ion H plus. Okay. So basically they are neutral or acidic in nature. Next is atomicity. The next point is atomicity. Mostly the metals when they shows mono, they are mono atomic in nature, but non-metals are all, there may be diatomic, they may be triatomic, okay, and or they may be polyatomic also. Okay, in this way we can see the metals and non-metals have their differences on the basis of chemical properties. Okay, so in this way the metals and non-metals can be differentiated on the basis of chemical properties. Now the next point on this chapter is the position of the metals and non-metals in the periodic table. As we have already studied the periodic table in the previous chapter, slightly descriptions we have seen. In the periodic table, the position of metals are always in the left hand side of the periodic table. In periodic table, if we say periodic table, position of metals are on the left side of the periodic table and non-metals are on the right side of the periodic table. So when you have the right side, you can see in the figure, so this position and the pink position in your book, it is shown very nicely, it is shown. These are all other metals and these are the non-metals, and the last one, 18th group, it is the non-metals, and the yellow portions, they are all non-metals, green portion, they are mainly metalloids, and hydrogen, it is neither metal metal or non-metal, it has a contradictory position. So we can see the position of metals and non-metals in the periodic table in your book. So on the left side of the periodic table you can see all the metals are there, and the right side of the periodic table there are all non-metals, and the last group it is noble gases. Okay, so these are the few basic things of that we have studied in today's video. The next video I will start the reactions of some metals with hydrogen and oxygen, and also so we will see the uses in the later classes, video classes. Okay, so I hope you have understood it. Go through the book. Thank you.